you are watching the trend in the studio, which I really, really like because this is me bringing together two things that I really love, and that's radio and TV. The hashtag is Yamina. So now joining us right now on our radio show. So this is called the Trend Radio Show. You guys are feeling good? Welcome. Sindio, karibuni sana. All right, so now I have the entire crew from Decimal with us. Well, not the whole crew. How many people are we missing, Musyoka?
Two more.
Okay, two. So there's Jack Rooster. And who else?
Kuhani Hani.
Kuhani Hani?
Yeah.
How come I've never met Kuhani Hani, Musyoka?
meet her.
I'll meet. Oh, huh? Ebu sasa cheki.
No sausage fest imeisha.
Woi. But welcome, guys. So I have Bonai, I have Musyoka, I have Kokodi, and I have Brian Nadra. Hi, Brian.
Hey,
I see you've grown.
Hey,
Walalala.
sikuwa na ndevu
The microphone. Unajua watu wanasahau.
gap inafungika.
Microphone. Tumia microphone.
Alafu gap inafungika pia unaona.
Gap gani?
Ndevu.
Ya
Last
ndevu.
time ilikuwa na nini?
Oh, ndevu imecome through. Good job. How old are you now? How old is he? 17, 18? He's pretty young. Congratulations to Bonai. So you just welcomed a new bundle
yeah,
of joy.
anaitwa Xavier Kihora Shege. Actually new mwita bundle of joy.
Yeah.
Nangoja ile sahani Sauti Sol walisema wanakujaga nayo.
Nerea.
Ile nerea. So yeah, it's a blessing. Those are two boys now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
So you just came from the UK to Russian. It was for this show.
Yeah, it's for the Decimator launch. We've been rehearsing. Sioka's finalized on the album, so we're proud to say the album is ready finally.
Yes.
And so we launch it. It drops 10th December on exclusively on Boomplay.
Yeah.
And we have a listening party. Details, Msioka will share those details.
Anasema hivyo kwa sababu si kila mtu ameinvitiwa. So
Yeah.
Msioka, so you've been doing this, right? So it's 2 decades now. Is it more than 2 decades or it's 2
As
decades?
old as Brian.
Let's imagine. How old is Brian's ndevu? As in, it's ridiculous. So I saw you DJing in there, though. I've never seen you DJ.
I used to DJ with your hubby.
Why did you have to say that? Why did you have to say that? Anyway, but I still didn't know that.
Yeah.
So why didn't you DJ commercially? Like, why didn't you DJ Musyoka? Mkwanza kutoka Kambaland.
I
Where?
can't produce it. I can't do everything. So I chose what I really love. So I don't hate DJing, but I mean I prefer making music.
Yani sasa angekuanga tu ule msewa. Ikibamba sana.
Master
Are you people ready? Are you ready? That's what you asked all night, by the way. So Concorde, your story is very interesting. Somebody was saying story yako, journey yako manzeni. True. So God named so tell people about your journey.
Hiyo story imekuwa cliche sana, but anyway.
Hey, boy, sorry. Forgive us.
Nashukuru yako kwa safari kama nijenga. Comparison sahi na hiyo day. Unaweza ona pia.
Yeah, imagine naona, by the way. So he's actually killed your look. So he looks the very best. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Karibuni. So now, so you had a hit track, Leo.
Yeah.
Hebu tuambie juu yake.
No, Ready for You.
Oh, Ready for You. Yes. Tell us
It
about
means
it.
today. Like Leo.
Yeah, like today. There you go.
Uh,
To me, I'm like, I don't know why you guys don't
Ready
understand.
for
We're on
you.
radio.
Ready for You ilikuwa project nilikuwa na sikuwa tajeneza do. Msioka alikuwa na experiment. Tulikuwa kwa studio tuna jam. Msioka akaanza kuplay beat fulani hapo. So tukaanza kuvibe. Brian alikuwa ameandika hook nyingine hapo, Msioka akaikataa by the way.
Niliambia iko off key.
Yeah, Msioka akasema iwezi. Tukakaa hapo, idea ikakamba baadaye, and Ready for You tukaandikia mtaani kiasi, and here it is.
And here you guys are. So, I mean, the different songs, it's taken a long time for you to get the album out. Why?
Initially, the concept for the album wasn't with our own artists. I had started collaborating with other artists in the industry, but it became impossible because of their schedules. Their schedules.
Yeah.
Schedule.
Schedule.
So, I mean, back and forth, people have their own release times, and because I completely have no control of that, so I opted to just get an in-house team and start on the project. So that's where Bonai came Yeah, and we started discussing the project. That was in 2015.
Yes. And then, Bone, how did you decide to come in? Because, you were coming in with a lot more. You were not coming in. Usually, we see you as a musician on the forefront. But then when you were coming in joining Decimal, it was yani kila kitu. Mbele, nyuma, katikati. Yani ulikuwa umeinvest. It was a lot more. How was that like?
It came to us as a surprise to me, but I remember I was back in the UK again. I was actually having our first boy. I was not having, Mama Kama was having our first boy. Oh, we were, yeah. It's 3 years ago. So Eric calls me like on Christmas, and I had taken a break from P-Unit and recording and performances.
It was right around the time when everyone took a break, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And Eric calls me on Christmas Eve and says, you know what? I want us to partner. Let's do Decimal Records. I was like, wow. That was my Christmas gift. That year. So yeah, when I came back, I went all out, invested, and by God's grace, we got awesome artists on board. Msioka's fine-tuned them.
They were not awesome
Yeah,
when they came.
they were not awesome. We had to do some work, which they made it easier for us as well.
Yeah.
And I like the energy and the discipline and hunger they have for this. So it's all about how bad you want it.
That is very true.
And so I'm glad today I'm actually listening to the album. It's finally ready. It sounds awesome.
That's true.
Beautiful.
People need to be hungry.
Yeah.
People are not as hungry.
No.
Concorde even though amebweka na story yake alikuimbia
I mean, wacha ni apologize on Concordi's behalf. Nitadeal na yeye kwa kujibu hivyo.
No, you see,
unajua
in a tertiary.
it's not an easy pass to deal with. Unampianga ni traumatic anakumbukanga na alalangi poa.
Si true.
Kule
Nafikiri kuna vile wata vibaya na hiyo story. But no. Actually, what I saw in Concordi,
Yeah.
away from the talent, away from the rapping skills, so many people can rap out here, is that hunger. Like, I really want to do this. So us investing in him, we're making sure we're not wasting money. Exactly.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Concorde,
Yeah.
you look like you have to say something. Kwani umeangalia Bona hivyo? Amekufanya
ako sawa.
Utaulizwa hiyo story utachoka.
I know.
But anyway,
But it's a very inspiring story. There's always someone watching who didn't watch you last time, who doesn't know you. So, yeah, that's why.
ni basis fulani hapo tu Scotches Kiambu Road.
Sasa hivi unashare jani?
Acha nirudie juu. Acha niambie wale wasijasikia. Kuna wasijasikia hii story. Umesema ni touching and everything.
Useme emotionally this time.
Kanka chief nini? Tumedu. Cut long story short, yani mjamaa alikuwa anatembeanga hiyo base sana. Yani to meetings toke twingi, yani to meetings to biashara, yani. But nilikuwa nauza shisha hapo hivi. Mimi kwanga msewa shisha. So this night kulikuwa karaoke night. So kana kadu karaoke ya ngoma Eminem. Bona alikuwa hapo nje. Alikuwa anachapa biashara hapo hivi. Akasikia kijana akichapa mistari. So akaniita, akaniambia, unaweza chapa mistari?" Nikamwambia, "Buda niko sawa." Nini akaniambia, "Nadhani watu wangapi ameniambia wanaweza piga mistari." So he called me outside. Kamchapia 2-3, akanipatia namba, akaniambia, "So expect unipigie." So me the following day ilikuwa zile msa alikuwa kwa club, lakini nazampigia niambie wewe ni nani, unanisumbua. But kapataka kwa nguvu, nikampigia asubuhi saa 1.
Mazee hata kabla mama amuke, kabla tu amuke, mama anashindwa sasa. Hawa wanakuita saa hii na ndio umetoka umeingia kwa nyumba.
Nilikuwa na hiyo shughuli, lakini nilikuwa ngoja niambie, wewe ni nani? Lakini luckily alikuwa anakumbuka, nipatia na namba.
And then here you are now.
Here
you are now. Now, for Brian Nadra, your story is actually very different, how you met Musyoka. How was it?
Well, mimi nakumbuka nilikuwa tu I just finished with high school. So na mimi ni Nyeri boy kule, wasi wangu wa NY, shout out
Shamba.
Yeah, wa shamba wangu.
On it.
Yeah, so like unajua, so I was like I never stepped in a studio. So I started from the grassroots, literally. Uko ushago, naenda kwa studio, ziko na monitor, solo nini, just to know how to work around the studio setting and everything. So nikaingia kampo, and then I was like, "Hey man, Nairobi, where do I record?" Kuna msee fulani alikuwa yani marketing tops.
Yeah.
Ameiba picha ya studio Dre, ameiweka hapo hivyo. na ndio
That's
inakam first option.
Yeah.
See? So I was like, man, lakini iko umoja. So nikaenda umoja, sikupuuza, nikaenda. Man, but it wasn't what I expected, but what I embraced it, and I was like, okay, sawa, we will work with him, because he was ready to. It was a new studio. Akakuwa like, okay, sawa, cheki na nahitaji wasanii wa record huku, and clearly you have some. You're working on your craft and everything, and so I want you to record stuff here, pole pole mdogo mdogo. When guys come, they can hear what we've been doing. So that's what we did. Worked on a couple of demos. So yo cheesy mwenzangu, I love him though, man. Shout out. He's probably the reason why I'm here, man. It all came together like that. He sent the demos we've been working on to Msiox. Hata alikuwa na ma connections hivi akatumia Siox. Siox na yeye amechoshwa na wase fulani hiyo ndingine wamembo. So he was like, he was ready to listen to new people, cause man, he's bombarded left, right and center.
Msikia venye amejisifu ama ni mimi tu? Watu walikuwa wamebo.
See,
Then I
bro,
came
I meant
through.
like
The music wasn't good. It's
the
okay,
journey,
you can say
what
it.
he'd planned,
The plan for the
the plan. It was
unit.
nasema si yo plan ya yo the
Yeah,
whole.
walikuwa wanasema kora ndo kwa maana.
So akasema
Mkaka, mkaka tu
enyewe akasema azi nimechoka kufanya nao wasta, wacha nitafute tumse twangu. So his ears were ready to listen to new talent, and that was like boom. And kuna demo ingine ilifanya ananiamanga ilifanya pay attention more. Ilikuwa ingine hapo, na funny enough it was a song I just decided to write for someone else who was like, oh yo, this is what I have, and so I wrote it. So it wasn't my project that got me the attention from
It was someone else's song.
Yeah, that I decided
okay.
to just do as a favor. And so
Alright.
so shout out to you as well, nilingara na ngoma yako inside.
Actually ngoma ingine umeng'ara nayo ni your short and sweet cover.
Hiyo pia iko
Iko poa sana. So now I thought he was going to start out doing R&B, and then he sort of now has gotten into this reggae vibe.
sikuwa najua naweza do reggae. By the way, what happened is so you know Diani sessions
hata achana na reggae. Kuna
By the way,
ingine inakamu.
wait.
Surprise you.
You know, you guys need to talk on the mic so that people can hear what
Sorry,
you're
I'm saying he'll surprise you.
with the song that is going to come out.
Yeah, let me just
Every,
everybody in the album will surprise you.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's just going to be doing different things. So Decimator, basi sasa Mr. Decimal Records ilitokea wapi?
Sini tuna decimate.
To what? Like
Kuharibu
the
vitu tu.
Tuitoe.
disruption.
Wapishe njia.
Oh, wanajichocha.
Diani tukaenda kujichocha Diani.
Masinema.
Masinema pale Desi.
What? So you got, where did you go? You went to Diani or Lamu? I thought you went to Lamu. Oh, it was in Diani.
Diani sessions.
Yes.
So that's why actually the bulk of the material, we'd been working on the songs slowly, but then in Diani now we started fine-tuning the concepts. So we just needed an isolation state to now lock down on the direction that the album was gonna take.
Yeah.
So we went and stayed there for 2 weeks.
You stayed for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Who is paying for all of this? You
Me.
guys. You? What?
Mabazenga.
Semeni maholi. Masponyo. Sponsoring.
Just get you on his terms,
Yeah.
Hakuna waroro.
Management
No
was
waroro.
paying.
And then here it is, it's coming out. So I didn't know. Did you used to act?
Sorry?
You used to act?
Yeah.
What? How did I not
I'm
know
a very
this?
good actor, and actually, acting was my first passion before music. I was the best actor 1996 Central Province. I've been on Sugar with Lupita Nyong'o.
Where? Hey,
I
Grammy.
did the first collabo with
Name dropping
MTV
hapa.
Sugar
Yeah, you were the only
One
East African
artist.
person, actually.
The first one actually to collaborate with Wizkid, I think, in East Africa. Yeah, and I was also on a few programs, Siri, which is NTV. I've acted on Siri. And yeah, if you're a director out there or producer looking for an actor, I'm acting on our next project. Our next project is actually Decimator 2.
Boom.
Yeah.
Is going to be a soundtrack to a movie. A
Okay.
movie called Sala.
So this was already, you have the second album already.
We have to
Underway.
plan the next project. So we have
Yes.
already planned the next project, and it has 2 songs to go.
What? You guys are really working.
Yes.
What, Musyoka, at what point is this you're doing films and you're doing movies and you're doing Coke Studio and you at what point do you then now work on an album?
48 hours.
And then you have, how many kids do you have? You know, I'm just like,
5.
Father Abraham.
you have 5 kids. And you want 7 or 10 or 15. Okay. You want 10 kids.
Yes.
Eh? So,
kukuna.
sasa amesema nini? Sasa amesema nini?
Usimsikize.
Musoka, those are very good kids.
Kutokwa.
All right, so now this album is officially out. So what are the surprises that we can expect? Is it only the guys from Decimal who are
No,
on the
we
album, or are there
have
other?
Yvonne Duck, we have Avril, we have Naiboy. He has an excellent song called Likes It. We have Shake, we have Kuhani, and we have Nanoma. My
Nanoma.
old crew.
This is actually, that was my favorite part, that you brought back Nanoma. How did that happen?
I mean, Tony is back in the country, and Mike has been around. Actually, Mike has been producing albums. He's a very deep hip hop artist. So when I started on this project, I was like, I mean, why not get them on board on the album? So we've got a song with them, and we have another one lined up. And then I have a song on my own with the boys.
You're singing,
What?
Master
and he's not
Ages.
like doing
No,
like actual like.
He's actually the one on the hook.
Yeah.
No way.
You will hear it.
You will hear it.
It will hit you.
What? So the production. Let's talk about the production end of it all, which is what is a chunk of it. There's the mixing and the mastering and this, the audio production. So it's quite a journey and quite a process. So take us through how it was working on this album.
So I started cutting the tracks for the album like 3 years ago. In fact, some of the songs we are redoing, I'd recorded them with other artists, but then now the schedules and everything just wasn't working for me. So I was like, I can't manage the process if I don't have an in-house team. So I went back and now started looking for new talent. That's when Bona now came on board and we started working on that. So it's 3 years ago. And we have Rico Beats. Shout out to Rico Beats for giving us some songs in the album also. Yeah, and yeah, so
Okay.
I've just been recording the last 3 years. Then I think in December, when we had now the concept locked, when now we started releasing the content, we were like, now the album is starting to take a certain shape.
Yeah.
So that's when we ran away to Diani and now brought it together, as in now molded it completely.
Yes.
So after Diani's session, now it was just now coming to fine tune the tracks and just do all the arrangements and
Yeah, to just
finalize
finish it, polish it up,
Yes, now in a proper studio.
Yeah. So now some of the songs are already out. Is Bad Boy part of the album?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about Bad Boy. How is it working with Avril? It's become like a big kachon.
Yeah.
What it do?
Okay, I've always wanted to do something with Avril. So
Well,
no,
that
no,
sounds-
no, guys. A project with
Cheki
Avril.
venye amedrop, cheki venye amedrop. Wangeshi. Taniambia utarudi UK wapi?
No, wife is watching this. She's streaming the show.
Wangeshi is a joke. It's a
It's a
joke.
joke. Nani mama Tumi amesema. Anyway,
What?
I've always wanted to do a project with Avril. And when Msioka played for me, so Msioka is this guy. He knows what track suits Bonai, what style suits Bonai,
Concodi?
Concodi, Brian Adra. So we're in Diani chilling, and then he just plays this track and looks at me like straight in the eye, and I go crazy. Like the first verse, like half of the verse, I wrote there and then, like immediately.
When you just had the beat.
Yeah, when I had the beat. And so I told Eric, so we just started debating and guys were like, oh, let's try this chick on it. I said, no, this has to be Nyambura. This has to be Avril on this song.
In fact, we locked using
Avril.
Avril on the album on the SGR. I think we were someone
Yeah,
on it
before
one day.
she didn't even knew
When
she was gonna
network
be on the
came,
song.
She confirmed when we were on the SGR. Huko katikati hakunaga network. So we sent the text when we were leaving Mombasa because we had written the chorus with Brian and we had hummed it along and recorded the demo for it. So we sent the text when we were leaving. So shout out to SGR.
Hi.
Shout out.
What?
Hey, shout out to Avril, though. Shout out to Avril and taking her time. She's taking her time to come and record the song,
Yes.
come for the video and being a new mother. Watu wengine wangekupea attitude ati wewe ni mtoto ndalea ama ndakuja kufanya kazi yako.
Si lakini since ile
big
sahani
up.
itakam, si lazima nimlee na hii ngoma sasa.
Hiyo sahani
Si
ndio
mbona
ngoja, hiyo sahani ikikosa kukuja nenda ya
itakam.
bien.
Ndio
Nenda ya
hivyo
bien.
We have Usha on the other side. Usha has social media feedback. What you guys are saying on social media, Twitter and Facebook and all of that. The hashtag is Hey Amina Usha. Hebu niambie, wanasemaje?
wanasema vitu mingi sana zaidi. Of course, we are going to start with the meme challenge kwa sababu we only got to do very little ones right before the other break. So we have Biggie Says who says hii ndio inafaa kukuwa uniform mpya ya polisi. Ainyi watu lakini hapana. Then we also have Mayo Ivory who says ukiamua kudress to kill and that's your whole wardrobe, sawa. Okay. Then we also have Kamumo David who says the synonym of being high. Cheza tu, you'll be censored very soon. Then we also have Mike who says vile Uncle Moody anaringia my youth after his appointment. You know what, I knew that this was going to come up at some point. Then we also have Kamumo again who says ufundi alishona hii Mungu anamuona tu. By the way, this Mungu anakuona tu phrase has become very common. So I just Mungu anaona watu wangapi. You know, that's sort of like people's answer to everything. But okay, Kamumo. Then we also have Biggie who says hizo mfuko ukikataa kutoa kitu wanabeba gari. Anaweza ingisha. Then we also have Kamumo who says Uhuru please do not legalize his stuff. OMC. And finally we have Njoroge who says Wakenya wakiambiwa they need to dig deeper and tighten their belts. Ushawa Musyoka bado yeye ni legend na umulize hiyo machine ni gani. Definitely tuned in. Thank you so much. Of course keep tuning in. We've got a lot lined up for you. On the other side of the studio is Amina with more.
Okay, I'm just busy asking them, how do we look? I can't see anything. I'm not even sure how we look. I'm just like, can you guys see how we look? Do we look okay? Okay, great. All right, fine. Also, this is really, really good. Is this where Farid does this show from? They should give me. It's very nice. All right, so now we are with the Decimators. I'm going to call you guys the Decimators, like the Terminator.
Deci Boys.
Oh, Deci Boys. Yeah. Okay. That's also something. We could work with that. You know Deci Boys. Awani? Pension Boys.
Pension Boys.
Pension boys.
So, Brian, you had a song that trended and was quite big and even actually became a chart-topping hit at BBC One Extra.
Hey man, that was didn't anticipate for that, but man, it was a lovely welcome to the industry. You know, it was the first. I call it my first baby with Msiox. Music-wise, please.
You guys are really in with the awkward jokes today. The sixth musical baby.
And it was...
He already has 5. Go on, Brian.
Yeah, so nakumbuka, it was sort of... I sort of think about it as breaking a wild horse. For Msiox, he gave me this beat and I was like, I'm used to trap. Mostly that was the music I used to do, you know, like for my demo tapes. It was very Western sounding music. So that was a challenge. He asked me to try to to make it sound authentic.
Yeah.
At the same time, not take away my identity. So man, I did a great job on that one and he did, and we got very good reviews of people saying, oh well, this is a dope duo. So I was like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Concorde 2019 imefika buda. Tunawacha vitu nyingi sana hapa 2018. Wache kujichocha, wache kudanganya na Instagram. Tunakuonanga ati just touch down in LA na uko tu hapa Nyeri, Georgia. So 2019 Concorde. What plans 2019? Niambie.
2019. Mimi yangu tu ni muziki tu. Yani unajua muziki siku hizi imekuwa life yangu, ndio na breathe kila kitu. Most likely ngoma mpya, dope projects. Oh, and then kuna msata kujibu by the way. Kuna msali anasema kwa hizi episodes zetu za Diani sijaongea sana. Nataka kuambia manzeli kwa mara yangu ya kwanza kanyaga Diani na Decimal. So
kwani mara nyingine ulikuwa unaenda na nani?
Sija na Diani.
Au umesema na okay.
Okay.
Unaona Ocean ukalia? Ni kweli?
Chana.
Ni kweli? Anakudanganya.
Aliingia kwa Ocean na jeans.
So mimi nenda kujinice wase wangu. Mimi sikwenda kumake sijui stories nenda kujinice. So mwenye hajanisikia kwa hapo hivi kwa hiyo video. Jua kwa nini sasa.
Okay. Akafanya njaro, unajua there's this thing where people when they travel for like 3 weeks they're still posting those pictures like TBT, but they're not saying it's TBT. As far as you're concerned, me bado
ni kama the actual time yani liko
mimi nakumbuka tulia
So Bonai, you know this album is now out. It's a big deal. A lot of people have been waiting for it, of course, because the maestro is behind this album. So it's launching officially on the 10th, you said.
Yeah, so on the 10th the album is available exclusively on Boomplay. Yeah. And then thereafter it will be available on all online platforms, iTunes, Spotify, whatever you can get it. So you can stream, buy it and just buy and enjoy, and then we'll have hard copies available during the listening party, which Msioka again will share details on. And yeah, if you holler at me, I'll have copies in my boot kwa gari throughout. So anytime you need a copy of the album, just holler.
Actually, King Kaka was forcing people to buy the album. Wow, Rabbit.
Ya kwanza wewe naona ukibuy ngapi yako, Baba Tumi,
Musioka chukua mic.
Shukri.
Nilikuwa nakuongelesha.
Hizo ni tano kwenu.
So ameshinda akisema more details. Ask Musioka more details. Give us the details.
Yeah, so album available on Boomplay exclusively from the 10th for 2 weeks. Then other services to follow thereafter.
All right. And people can get physical copies when?
Physical copies, we have some available.
Okay.
We'll be giving some during our media tour. And then where they'll be available, we are still working on the distribution with that. Because, I mean, our core distributor doesn't exist anymore.
Why?
It was the
It's
elephant
okay.
in the room.
We don't have to say
Yeah,
who
so
they
we are
are.
working, we are sorting the physical aspect of the distribution at the moment. But for now, because majority of the people are on smartphones, so streaming for us right now is the biggest priority.
All right. Okay. And you are right. A lot of people are on smartphones.
Yeah.
Those very smartphones are the ones that sent us this picture. Take a
Yes.
look. What is wow. Hii nadhani ilikuwa ni cover. Please look at his reaction. Look at his reaction.
Seriously, yani mmekaa tu hivi.
Were you in love?
Unaona
Was
vile
this
Fresh
Valentine's Day?
vile Fresh amenihaga hapo hivyo.
amekuwekelea mkono.
Mimi nilikuwa nampunguzia shida. Nikampunguzia Fresh. Lakini seriously muona tu mchome.
Gita ndio imekosa hapo hivi.
I-
Mwana
Mchome.
Mugithi.
I'm so confused.
No, this time I remember this time. Unaona hizi t-show tulikuwa Kongodi unachaka nini?
Do you guys see how Shage has such a bad temper? He's like,
No, we were actually
Look at that, I'm looking
we
at
were
the
from the
picture.
studio, me and Fresh. That time we were in a group called Beef. Bona and Frasha. Na tulikuwa tumetoka studio ya Douglas wa Kihuri Langata kurecord.
wait.
Ngoma inaitwa Come Twende Raundi Mwenda.
So mulikuwa mnaimbiana ama ni nini? Also, I mean,
amekushika.
what I'm
No,
trying,
lakini
what I'm
Flash
having
Jones kuna nishika
a
hivyo.
hard time with
Na hiyo
is why
They-
did you have
Like,
to...
But
Like-
no, something people don't
Kwapi?
know about me and Frasha, we go way back.
Yeah.
Fresh is my boy long time. Met him in class 4. As you can tell, kuna emotions hapo yani.
We, hiyo mkono ingine iko wapi Bogi?
Wacha mtu. Haya, Kongodi.
Thank you so much for coming
Thank you
through,
for having
guys.
us, Amina.
Hivyo ndo unajua Mungu
Wende
amekubless.
una sign out.
You are not ugly, you're just broke. That's what they say. That's what they say. I have so many questions about that picture. But anyway, congratulations, you guys. Putting out an album is a lot of work. It's almost like very vulnerable because you've been working, you've said 3 years. That's a very long time to put together something. So Saina, come out. I can't wait to hear the full album. Well done. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.